Final Inferno here. There's a lot of ways that you can kind of look to break down this series, but I just think, you know, it's going to be a fun one to start off the year.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be one. So I guess before we jump into the server, Komodo, do you have any prediction of who's going to pull this one away?
I'm going to say Rooster, and I kind of want to say 2-0.
Yeah, I'm thinking it could potentially be that way. But look, overall, you know, we are going to dive into the server and find out ultimately who does bring that one through. Mirage, as we mentioned, obviously Rooster starting on that CT side, getting the benefit in nice and early. But it does look like we are going to see a bit of a slow sort of walk over towards A, bit of utility ready to rock and roll, Komodo, as they are going to line up, getting ready to get that execute out.
Yeah, straight in towards the A site. You've got a bit of utility, a sharp shot out from chelleos, looking for another one. There's no trades coming through from Hello Kitten at the moment, Mitch. A couple of isolated fights that chelleos is very happy enough to take, and at this point in time, you still do have motion with a bit of util, but 2 players down is not looking good for a pistol round for the T's.
Yeah, very, very slow. Like, it looks like they kind of have that utility lined up, ready to get set. Now it's going to be sent out. Great shot there from Chief, of course. We'll quickly touch on him in a minute, because obviously it is a slight change in the roster. Hang on. Chief, the super sub, coming on in, filling in for Hugh. He actually might be able to get him a bit of an entry back into the side, Komodo. But 80k, still from CT, ready to rock. It looks like they are going to start to get a bit more aggressive, so it really is going to be Hello Kitten with their backs up against the wall. ASAP to find 1 and 2. Nice. Chief in motion, dropped off. Man, they had too much free space there, Rooster. Way too much. Yeah,
just a couple of, you know, isolated fights that they were able to cleanly take with those USPs. A couple of taps, no real trades coming through at all from Hello Kitten. I think, you know, this is the wake-up call, right? You're coming in towards the series. It's the first one of the day. It's not like you had how many maps they had in a row over the past couple of 2 days, right? It's a new day. It's a new team. It's Rooster, who have been without an official game for 6 weeks, so they're ready. They want to get international as much as Hello Kitten do here. And I think with how Rooster has been handed for the tournament right now, they got more fight for them for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the man on your screen right now, you know, we'll talk about it a little bit whilst it is just the full Glock eco effectively. Falcon does pick up 1, but, you know, this has been basically a resurgence, re-entrance into the scene for a number of these players. Obviously, we've got 80k and Netic, who did serve their ban for a little while from the, you know, previous sort of match-fixing item that was from a long time ago now. That was all put down, and same with Falcon. Roffelko, I think, was actually involved in that as well. So these players, they've been waiting, they've been chomping at the bit to get back into this competition, and they've finally allowed that opportunity. And Rooster obviously qualifying for that overseas spot. They've got it. Now they need to fight for it again. They're going to be hungry to do it, and they've started off strong with the 2-0.
Yeah, make sure if you are a player or an aspiring player, be careful betting on any sort of games.
Correct.
It's behind us now, and we're in the thick of things, ready for a brand new year to get everyone back international. And Mitch, finally we got our first gun round in towards this series as well. Lots of utility there for Hello Kitten. And in mid-control at the moment, you do have chelleos perched up on the B apps with the AWP. See if anything does tend towards the B site a little bit later on, because it really is this mid-presence that Hello Kitten are wanting to find.
And they have got it. Pulling off short a little bit. Looks like we still do have that spot in ladder from TJP. Keeping a firm eye on it, though. Bomb still dropped top mid, so there is a little bit more space that they need to sort of try and collect here. Motion's got into a good position, but look at chelleos. He's already got the orb all the way in towards that apartment side. Actually, all of the way tucked up to the kitchen. I don't think Falcon is going to be ready for this at all. It's going to have to be a quick gun barrel moving on in. Yeah, easy for chelleos. So clean. TJ to drop down. Netic, this is just ridiculous from Rooster. Making it look too easy right now.
Yeah, well, we'll see what he can do pushing through the smoke. He'll be good for 1, but 10 HP. A little kiss towards him, and that will be shutting him down for the remainder of this round. Maybe he'll be good for 1 kill at the end, but you got to remember, Mitch, a map like Mirage, you can go into it with a sort of pug mentality. We know that Hello Kitten were able to take it away from Vertex in 16-14, a very close one. But this is Rooster's wheelhouse. We know how dominant they have been on this map for time and time again. You know that if you're going for mid-control, that they're going to be waiting for you. They're going to be ready, because they know where you are. And at that point in time, it's just crosshair placement. And with the sharpness that these guys have behind them, you got to be doing something a little bit different.
They've always been a very disruptive team, you know. They don't sort of play to the usual narrative. They very much sing to their own tune effectively. So, team that does quite happily get aggressive on towards that CT side. We're seeing it again, you know. chelleos, first gun round, takes apps control. Second, he's back in towards connector. We are going to see that run boost out towards mid. TJ, though, Netic ready to take it. Shot out. There you go. Drew already down inside the mid area. We do have that one member towards underpass, a little bit of a split over towards A, but the bomb still dropped top mid, Komodo. So this being just a pistol round, I don't really think too much of it. Should very well be Rooster looking to walk away with a fourth here, and all they can hope for is a little bit of something, but there you go. ADK does get dropped, but TJP's at least there for the trade, so this should just be a nice and easy cleanup. Tropico could hope for best out of one onto Chelleos, but that's going to be the round done. Nice little shoulder peek, and yeah, Rooster are starting off really, really red hot here.
Yeah. End of the day, that round for Hello Kitten, when they lose a couple of first picks, it's just damage control. See if they can remove any weapons away from Rooster. Maybe make a reset potential a little bit easier, and a couple if they're able to find a round or two with their guns, because they'll have them again. Motion is going to be going on towards the AWP, no utility. I wonder what spawn Motion actually does have. It's toward the A side of things, so there was, I guess, a potential that potentially could have gone for a bit of a quick A main pick, but it's not going to be the case. It's going to be the 1-2-2 form from Hello Kitten nice and early in the rounds. Again, you know, I almost feel like they're trying to establish a little bit of this mid control, a little bit of this later A take control, leaving the bomb over towards top of mid as well. So if they continue this, Mitch, Rooster, you know they're going to be aware of it. You know they're going to be ready for something like it. It's time for Hello Kitten to start to find a couple opening frags and see what they want to do for the remainder of the rounds. And that would have been a good one.
Exactly right, but that's TJP's, you know, kind of narrative always, right? You know, he's going to swing, he's going to be very, very confident with his aim. He's already hit some nasty, nasty shots, locking down that short position happily. Rufflegoat does manage to get one on the spot. That's ADK back in the anchor positions as he does so well, playing back from CT. We've obviously got ASAP up towards the under balcony position as well. So really, really locked down, you know, 4v5.
Yeah.
Not really much position or aggression showing from Hello Kitten right now. So they are going to rotate back down towards A, but they've got a lot of work to do here with 3 members stacked up.
And you look at the utility, a smoke flash, 2 mollies, have to be impeccable shots to come out from Hello Kitten. It's a great flash from Chief. Motion, the entry into the inside. ASAP can play a bit deeper off this Molotov, but he's not going to be able to find one. The trades come in from Rooster, but Netic could be the upset. I'll take that back as Val finds one, and finally, Hello Kitten, they get control of the A site, they get in, they get the plant, and now it's for the post.
Yeah, great lurk. Out from Valhalla up towards the connector position. Roffelco not yet spotted, but Chelleos, you know how he likes to get aggressive straight in towards position. TJP on the flank. Roffelco's not going to be ready for it at all, but he does tuck into a good position. TJP might show off his hand here, but no, doesn't look like he's going to be ready. A little bit shaky, but he gets it done. Chelleos to find Valhalla. And once again, the roster, you know, they're comfortable. They're calling for each other. And with that rotation in from TJP, no absolute hesitation at all.
Yeah.
Straight into that flank. And yeah, locked out again. So even though, you know, there is a little bit more damage, there is a bomb plant, Rooster still have 5 with 2 alive. That's a very, very strong start here on Mirage.
You can see how focused Hello Kitten were to make sure that they had that lockdown over towards short, you know, looking towards connector to try and just defend against that bomb plant, see if they could escape the site. But by that point in time, chelleos already in to find the first frag, and you're probably not expecting that quick of a flank from TJP already in main. So very well timed from Rooster to be able to get a good retake happening. And again, you know, we're back onto at least a gun round for Hello Kitten with this max loss bonus coming toward them. But if we do go for this sort of mid-aggression, them trying to bully themselves and gain this map control against Rooster, it's not going to be working. They've already lost the first frag yet again, and they're just back at a standstill.
Yeah. Very, very tough pill to swallow right now. Looks like they're giving potentially too much respect to Rooster all around the map. Haven't really been able to see Falcon activate just yet either. Very, very sort of slow. And look at this position, you know, Netic happy to be out towards top mid here. TJP does get his head ripped off. Are they going to be ready though? Nice. Okay, Motion. Typically the AWPer of the roster, getting a couple of quick picks here. Now, will Chelleos be able to get the response back? He's actually spotted him out. So straight onto that line, nobody moving towards underpass, so Motion's going to have to do a fair bit of work here. Chelleos still holding that very, very keen eye. Motion, though, does try to go for the big swing, but Chelleos gets the ding. Now, heading back towards B here, Komodo, with the smoke towards market. Are they going to be able to crack through on towards ASAP?
He really needed a bailout, because the problem is ASAP, he might be good for one here. Chelleos has already made that rotation over, so Roffelco is nowhere near the action, but he's just down to ASAP. Chief is trying to sniff him out. The trade is not going to be there just yet for the tease. 20 seconds to try and establish a plan, and Roffelco finally coming in through short. Will it be expected by Rooster or not? Playing safe. Val, he's got a sense, but ASAP, 12 HP, finds Roffelco. It's just down to Val, 10 seconds in his find both of them, but ASAP just swings. HP does not phase him, and it's another one going to Rooster.
A 90 ping swing king. The man from rural WA does it again. Killer. But it's always so scary to play against that guy, right? Someone with confidence, someone that is happy to back themselves every single time. And his repositioning there was absolutely fantastic. You know, he bought enough time for chelleos to get in for the rotation, even though he was taken down. At least there was a bit of movement back in. But ASAP doing it all there with the 3K. Beautiful stuff. And again, still, you know, Hello Kitten without a round.
Well, Valhalla's going to be rocking on the AK-47 hero style in this round at the moment. Bit of assistive utility for the remainder of the squad, with more so of a lean from Rooster towards the A side and mid yet again, because that's where Hello Kitten have predominantly been playing. But now they start to turn up the heat towards this B side pitch.
Very quick out this time. Chief with the first of 4. Looks like a bit of damage has been dealt onto ASAP again, but this time they've actually managed to slot in towards the site a little bit more comfortably. Falcon straight through the smoke. He was stuck towards bench. They've done some further damage on the Netic as well, and there we go. Ruffleco dropping down TJP. Always these rounds, Komodo. The damn Tech 9 somehow managed to find it. Netic tucked in towards market. ADK does manage to recover. They've got to be careful here. Held a great line. Would be chelleos. Molly goes down now. That should deny default.
All the timing.
Great peek though, Valhalla. Very much so. Get off the scope. And now they've got to try and just buy that little bit of extra time. Get the bomb planted. Netic very low as well. So ADK is going to have to try to do some heavy lifting in this round too.
Emotions picked up on A1S, so it's a little bit more firepower for Hello Kitten to play with. But up close and personal, Falcon spotting out the toes of ADK. And it is just as you mentioned, Netic 2 HP now. Grab that AWP and go for a save potentially here, because the rush B attempt from Hello Kitten, it works wonders. And they're finally going to get a round on the board.
The El Clasico, right? Somehow, some way. The throw kind of the kitchen sink at it, hit towards B, take those Tech 9s out. Falcon at the helm. They took so much control of site. You know, and a couple of lucky spams through the smoke as well. The lurk from Rufflecoat finally getting himself on the board as well. So we do manage to see it. Hello Kitten get their first round on the board. But look at this catch from Rooster Komodo. There is still so much left in the coffer for them.
Yeah, absolutely. That AWP is going to be going back over towards chelleos, you would expect, just to make sure that Netic gets a drop as well. All the utility will be reimbursed into this round. So you think, you know, Hello Kitten, they've got the job done with the lesser weaponry. Now can they repeat it with the guns, right? Because if they aren't able to get into a situation where they're constantly gaining a couple of gun rounds here and there, this CT site can really start to peel away from them. And if they do lose that pistol when the switch happens, well, then maybe this map that I would say maybe they're relying upon getting a victory on more so than Nuke, it would look a little bit dire for the rest of the series. So a very big crucial round right now for them to get mid, and mid control at least is established up towards Connector.
Straight away, TJP though locks it down again from Connector. This is what I mean. Barely needs an angle, just needs the top of the dome to be spotted. Now Chief tries to creep his way in towards Connector. He does manage to establish that control. Spike bomb still, you know, so far away.
Yeah.
Spied at the top of mid. So they do collect, rotating their way back around towards A. So it's going to be a lot of pressure onto Chief here to try and get something done from that connector pop.
Again, a similar situation where there's only a single smoke available for Hello Kitten. And as you mentioned, he is the one with this smoke. If he loses his life, courtesy of ADK, it's all flashes and molotovs now. These ranged duels, Hello Kitten have to be winning them. It's a bit of a ruse from Rufflecoat to try and keep some Rooster members going towards this A side at the moment. But a swing, I'm not going to question how that misses.
How's he got
Rufflecoat
two?
peels away with 2 frags. But as I said, it's all a ruse. It's all a fake. Hello Kitten,
they gotta
still wanna
go
to this B site, but look who's coming up behind them. TJP again. Mitch, his timing could be very impactful.
Yeah, they'll make that call right now. You can already start to see that Netic and ASAP are making their way over towards that B position. You know, Hello Kitten, they've waited way too long. Now they've heard the flashes. TJP is going to be slotted straight into that position. And I think Valhalla actually might be spotted whilst he's trying to get this bomb planted here, Komodo. Yep, spotted. Yep. There you go. Dunsky. Motion not even ready for it. TJP is a bloody hero.
Yeah, another good round from him. Great timing, great push, great call if it's of his own device or if it's from one of the other members. You know, just good map awareness to come through from Rooster at the moment and how to play this CT side at the moment. I was watching TJP earlier. You know, Mac was streaming some pugs and TJ was in the games and he was firing up a storm. So it's good to see that he's carrying this over in towards the series where, you know, you've got an international game or an international chance throughout this qualifier. I think that's one of the biggest things that, you know, we can't just let slip to the back of people's minds.
He's come so far as a player, old TJ. Now look at him straight out mid as well. Right underneath that smoke, Falcon's going to get pipped. Absolutely. Great clean, great clear. Netic to watch unders as well. They've just got all the control in the world. Rooster is confident as anything. TJP, look at him go. Another onto Ruffleco. Motion does get the trade, but chelleos is straight back into it. And once again, you know, Hello Kitten are kind of, you know, up the creek without a paddle at this point in time. Great shot from Valhalla. He is the one to keep your eye on. He's the one that obviously was a big factor in taking down, of course, Vertex yesterday.
Yeah.
Short with a sub, you know, picking up, obviously, it was Valiance instead of Malta, right? Yeah. That they had during the competition. But yeah, Valhalla, he is the Titan Slayer, basically. So keep your firm eye on him.
Really needs to bring the rain, though, in this series right now. 7-1 down. You got a chance at another round here in a 2 versus 3. We saw them, you know, be able to pull off a round earlier with just those little pistols. So it's all going to come down to the timing. Get a free plant if you possibly can. If you're playing for the post, you'll have an isolated duel on ADK, but ASAP has spotted them. So now the idea, the puzzle is starting to get figured out by Rooster. It's an open plant, no coverage. Now it is just down to Val, and he gets taken down as well. Another great round from Rooster.
The team dynamic from Rooster is just crazy, isn't it? You know, you think back a little while ago where they're a little bit more loose. You know, they've always played that more casual, structured style where they're happy to kind of, you know, throw the defaults out the window here and there, but they do have their positions and they're happy to kind of play off each other's comms, play on each other's calls. So they're very, very happy to make that money move, and that's what they've been doing. So TJP starting off really, really nice. ADK is locking down CT. There just hasn't been any space really for Hello Kitten to kind of get towards that confidence that they're kind of chasing. But this was always the thing, right? You take that step out of that open qualifier, make it to this closed position where two teams have an international slot up ahead. Rooster have been watching, waiting, ready to pounce because they've, you know, potentially been put in a position where that international spot might be taken away from them if someone can fell them.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just not looking that way at all. They need to fight for it. And they're certainly willing to do so.
Yep, 2 BO3s is what you do have to, you know, get through and become victorious in the second one, technically. So tomorrow and Friday are going to be very important games, but of course this one to give you 2 opportunities if you're able to best Greyhound tomorrow night. Just pistols on the back of this pause, however, from Hello Kitten. You do have Valhalla with that AK-47. And some aggression from TJP. He is going to be the guardian of apartments to not let you pass at the moment. So what Hello Kitten's tried to push in the first beginnings, it's not going to be happening. And also, I just want to point out, I keep going to say Hello Kitty. And I just force myself to say Kitten. I don't make it easy sometimes.
Same. Still very slow, still very spread. Obviously, not really much to boot here. Just the flashes. Where's Valhalla? That's going to be the key factor here. Inside.
He's mid.
The mid
position.
position.
Mid at the moment.
That's it. Ready to look like they're going to boogie out A main. But chelleos, again, focusing that keen eye. Are they going to walk straight into it?
Timing will be big from them. It's going to be a little lurk from Valhalla as the AWP posted from Chell finds the first one, ADK. Here's all of the footsteps around Tetris. He just needs to make sure that those
great flash
down nicely. And that's a good flash, but one in from motion now is the time for the remainder of the squad to start to activate. I was looking towards where Valhalla went, Mitch, and unfortunately it was 6 feet under. So again, one of these rounds where it almost felt like Rooster let Hello Kitten come to them and they're happy enough to just post lines and find kills.
chelleos playing very, very well. Super confident. Every single member locking it down here for Rooster. Not a single drop of water out of place, it would feel like. Down at the farm. Everyone doing their bit. But, yeah, so far, yeah, Hello Kitten just really haven't shown us anything that kind of puts them into contention. You know, they are very hesitant. They're looking like they're second-guessing themselves here and there. Very split. Which, yeah, it's showing that there is obviously clear struggles here against the CT side of Rooster, and you can already see chelleos out towards top mid. He's made the jump, spotted out, does miss the shot narrowly. Great flash, but now he's going to try and hold down to this position. He's already edged back towards short. Molotov goes out. That's going to make it hard. Valhalla going to walk straight into that, it looks like. Good smoke to go down to defend, but again, they're just back up against the wall, Komodo.
Yeah. 7 rounds is what Hello Kitten were able to post to the T side against Vertex. And unfortunately, they're not going to be able to get that many here against Rooster. As the first little engagements do start to settle down. It's going to be towards the A side of things. A single flashbang from Chief, but ASAP hears no footsteps. That's communicated to the rest of the squad. get ready for some action over at the A site. We've got 2 smokes, a couple of flashes as well from Hello Kitten, so some angles that can get isolated for the entry, but the problem is going to be ADK, CT, TJP under the balcony, and then Nedic over towards jungle. Here we go.
Keep on switching it up. Hey, TJP this time. He's confident. He's happy. Apps control taken this time by ASAP as well. And just look at the melt. Burning, burning, burning. ADK can swing. chelleos can get another. There is just nothing in the tank here for Hello Kitten. ASAP already walking through a path. Should be able to find this last one. And it's even the team flash through. The support there from chelleos. Nedic gets the closer. This is just incredible stuff from Rooster. They are completely locking out Hello Kitten. And again, as we mentioned, right, Hello Kitten did not have an easy run through that qualifier. Taking out Encore, Grinny Bank is obviously a roster full of, big names. Texter, Dick Stacy, and Frequent coming back into play around. Looking good, Flix and Badger there as well. And then obviously taking out, former teammates of theirs, or friends and family of the business, basically, in Vertex. So Rooster is just looking unstoppable here, and I can't really see a way that Hello Kitten get back into this just yet.
Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate as well for Valhalla. I almost feel, just try to find timing time and time again around mid, being that little late flank 3 times by, just the forefront of my memory at the moment to go up late connector. Problem for Hello Kitten at the moment is that ASAP playing the pixel line has spotted out a couple of bodies through the gap. Now with the flooding in towards B-side, that's a real opportunity that Hello Kitten can find this round, but ASAP good for 2 on the spray. Valhalla needs a trade because it still is just ASAP for the time being.
He's good though. Very, very good. Now 2v2. chelleos though confident as ever. Awful go though, out of nowhere with the 3K straight out of the apartments. And once again, those damn Tech 9s on the B site gets the job done.
It's the
just overwhelming. ASAP did so well, but a good shot from Motion in mid. Good shot up towards short as well from Valhalla to deny TJP, I believe it was. So, once again, creating those entries in, but it's just those couple of rounds that we've seen Hello Kitten back themselves, Komodo, and get their way in, but we just need to see way more of that.
Yeah, it's just real up-in-your-face shooting from Hello Kitten with those B explosions that works, and now we get back in toward the guns. It's the mid-pressure yet again for Hello Kitten, but it doesn't feel like there's any pressure whatsoever. They're trying to just hit Rooster with a cushion. It's not working at the moment. It's not complete. It's not punchy like a couple of these previous openers had tried to be. But for Rooster, it's damn near impossible to see them slowing down at the moment. Just Chief for Hello Kitten for a 1v5. As there's this round, and then 2 more to go for the half, and so far it is quite dominating from Rooster. What glimpses have we really seen from Hello Kitten, Mitch, so far with these gun rounds? It's usually a requirement to get a game of Counter-Strike happening. Nothing, because they haven't gotten a gun round. It's only been those pistol forces.
I think they've gone mid basically every single round. They've gone for the, standard default, top mid smoke, window smoke, try to get out, try to take control, but it just hasn't mattered every single time. Rooster's got a member underpass, making the short jump in towards connector, pushing top middle, flash from over castle. They're changing the mid aggression, Rooster, every single time. And Hello Kitten have not managed to get a foothold in that position. Even when the late lurks come up con, they're punished every time. chelleos, ADK finding those picks into con. So Rooster just continue their dominating form, and it looks like now Hello Kitten going to go back towards a bit more of an A default, but ADK actually might have spotted them out early.
Yeah, that's big info as well, because you see a player early on already up toward the T stairs. They're starting to set something up. Forward player to get some info, secondary players to get lines of utility, and for the flooding in towards this side yet again, it's chelleos that you have to contend with. Nedic now chimes in for a piece of the pie, and as quickly as this round starts, the line is falling over just now, down to Motion, as Falcon falls with a dink for his troubles. That is it. 1-on-4 for Motion. Bomb. I would say almost irretrievable, as chelleos is going to be posted on your line. Although considering a flank.
They don't need to do anything though, right? Rooster, just sit completely still. Just wait to see kind of how Motion reacts here. Full focus. You can just see he's looking everywhere. Is there a flank? Who's going to peek me? chelleos does get onto the line. A little uncharacteristic is the shot there, but now TJP can swing. He's confident. At least Motion does get 1. He's taken a little bit lower, down to 73. Now they're peeking. Now they're looking to get on in. chelleos straight onto that line. And you just look at the way they all peek together. They set themselves up for the trade nicely. Exactly right. But look, it's everyone, right? chelleos 19 and 5, ASAP 11 and 3, TJP 15 and 6. Fnatic 13-7, and ADK, you know, he's not even falling behind because he's doing his job. He's that rotator. He's that anchor. He's the
he had a bit of a slow
reliable
start, but he's done what he's needed to with a couple of multi-frags on that A site. And information swatting, mind you, as well. You know, that's something that if he didn't peek A main, the information might not have been there for Rooster in that round to stop the explosion from Hello Kitten. So it's a game of, you know, 5 players, and you want 5 contributing to something. And ADK is doing what he needs to do at the moment. Now, a change up in mid once more for Rooster. And a big grouping for Hello Kitten towards the B side of the map. And no one wants to be the first one to fall from Hello Kitten in a round because, you know, 13-2 got a much more scary ring than 12-3. Regardless, though, it is still, you know, a phenomenal CT half from Rooster. And there's that.
But as it is, you know, 30 seconds into the round, 40 seconds almost, and we're finally only just seeing that first peak, that first dive into position from Hello Kitten. And yeah, chelleos misses the flash, does manage to find it. Ruffleco's got into a bit of a better position here. He's managed to at least duck below TJP's crosshair. He's gotten himself into ladder, but they're very much holding on to this. Will be that mid control that they've been basically begging for. Connector smoke goes in as well, so that'll help out a little bit, but TJP can just spot up from here. Oh, so much to do.
I'll start to give an idea that Hello Kitten want to go towards the A side of things. Good shot out from Netic. You've got ADK to swing from Ticket if required as well. And he's going to exactly do that. Approach for some distance for himself. He's the challenge. He's the fight. The first one is won. Make it the second, and it's just down to Motion, who gets finished off by chelleos. So 13-2 is going to be the half-time scoreline. We'll take a quick break and see if Hello Kitten can have a CT-sided stronghold when we return.
Hello and welcome back. Ready to rock and roll. It's obviously been a bit of a decimation from Rooster so far. 13-2, opening up very, very strong. But it's been confidence. It's been, you know, hot and heavy. And now they're just going to be throwing it straight out the window in towards that B side here, Komodo. Running straight out. Valhalla trying to hold on as best as possible. Chief does manage to get one, though, here. So they're holding on nicely for the time being, getting around towards that bench position, dropping out. Chief with another, holding it firm. Motion to pick up as well. ASAP does manage to bed around the bend, but Falcon and Motion pick up the pieces. And finally, we see a round come out the way of Hello Kitten.
Yeah, this is the time where you spend, you know, your 30 seconds to try and break down a B rush. But at the end of the day, Hello Kitten had their members there and they hit the shots where Rooster did not. So that's what we're going to throw away from that round. The important thing here, Mitch, is in the halftime break, Hello Kitten needed to use that time to figure out what their CT side is going to look like. Because 13-3 offers you 2 mistakes, 2, you know, recoveries. And that's it, right? Because Rooster find them, it's 15. It's almost map done. And we just need to see Hello Kitten put forward a CT side that essentially we saw Rooster do. Good team usage of positioning, good cohesion, good calling, good shots. And for, I guess, the first round where you've actually got losing a player early, you're losing a couple of players early. Does look a bit awkward.
Big John, though, locking it down. He's had a bit of a slower start so far. Actually, most of the members really have. You know, we've seen maybe a couple of individual moments of brilliance from Motion. Chiefs had a couple of good ones, but no one really has kind of found their footing there for Hello Kitten. So those 3 Ks there for Falcon will kind of give a bit of a boost forward. 80K's picked up the Deagle, but realistically, look, no Kevlar. It's basically going to walk out, try to pick up maybe one. One plant would be fantastic, but it's going to be tough. Falcon out in the open. There we go. Big, big boost of confidence there for the big man. So 4 rounds for Hello Kitten. It will be a bit of an ugly one here. Rooster is very typical of looking to buy in here, and I think they will. There we go. There's a bit of a chop and change. Galil's AKs thrown around and thrown up. Very, very commonplace for them to buy on in after picking up the Deagles. And Hello Kitten have got mostly what they need to kind of push back. So a little bit of extra cash in the coffer, but they desperately need to hold on here. Otherwise, Rooster may potentially just put down the foot and keep running.
It's one of these series as well where you can ask, you know, what's the number, right? What do Hello Kitten have to get to make it look plausible? And I think double digits without a round from Rooster is where I start to think, you know, things are rolling nicely. Good start with Falcon able to find the first frag. No real big trades to come on through, but with the player advantage and some healthy members for Hello Kitten, this round is looking pretty good from them. Tough shot from Nedic, and it's just the big old swings to come through. It's, you know, 1 frag per team each time, but Hello Kitten is still holding on top.
Gotta be careful of connecting though. ASAP is over towards there. Rufflecoat peeks it out, gets tagged up very, very heavily there. It's going to be an awkward one. You know, Rufflecoat gets taken down here, 3 points of HP, and all of a sudden it might be back into contention here for Rooster. It looks like ASAP needs to start to creep. He's waiting for them to make a mistake, and Chief almost does. Gets the info, but it looks like ASAP will at least manage to walk his way away. And I think TJ, he's actually going to be utilizing that time to walk out of A main, but even though he gets into Sandwich, all they can really kind of hope for is maybe an overstep here from Hello Kitten, a bit of a mistake. Rufflecoat heard a footstep TJP, but Rufflecoat is ready for it. And yeah, that was very nice. But I think a big factor there in that round, Komodo, was I think Falcon actually double dinked 2 of them as they were running out of A main there, dropping both, I think it was ASAP and Nedic down to 10 HP. So massive play from Falcon.
Yeah, and he was able to start off by finding that frag as well into the bulk player. So a big round required. Not going to be impacting the economy too hard from Hello Kitten, where anyone is, you know, downgraded weaponry or without utility. So one of these rounds you want to be holding on to as much as you possibly can, because it is from Rooster. They'll have proper weaponry come next round. That is a brilliant shot from Falcon. If he's finally starting to get activated, likewise of Motion, and they just continue this, then we're in for, you know, what I was hoping the series would deliver, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, this is the kind of game so far that we're looking for. This is completely an eco round. Obviously, you know, take it with a grain of salt here. All we can really hope for is a couple of frags to be found. Nedic gets the shoulder, but Valhalla will take him down. I think if Valhalla starts to get moving, there's a potential world, but the whole thing is Hello Kitten has, you know, bugger all rounds to play with. Like, they got, you know, 2 before Rooster hit 15, and then it's basically just end game from there. So they need to keep this consistency. They've managed to build up the economy a little bit, AWP over to Motion, but Rooster's back in there. They've got another full buy. All I can say is, though, I wish Hello Kitten held this same level of confidence on that T side instead of just sort of rocking that mid default every round.
What was it, 7 rounds that I said that they were able to get on the T side yesterday to Vertex, and I think a lot of that was courtesy of Valhalla. He ended on 33 frags, so
yeah,
was really putting up the numbers, and for right now, it does feel like he is a bit absent, right? He's the lowest member on the kill department for Hello Kitten. However, if you do have Motion and Falcon continuing on, as I said, to get a lot of these kills, maybe you don't need to do too much for the time being, and your time will come a little bit later. PJP for the trade, his timing is impeccable, and this round is starting to flow for Hello Kitten.
Uh-oh, hang on. Bringing it back. ASAP out of nowhere. Now, all of a sudden, it puts Motion in a very, very uncomfortable situation. He's got the AWP. He's moving up towards CT. They do get that smoke in towards Connector. They planted it open for triple, so it is going to make it really, really tough here. And we actually do manage to see a member slotted into Palace as well. That's going to be ASAP. ASAP has gone nuclear in this round. They've slotted back in towards Tetris. Motion has so much work to do. How do they approach it? He's given away his position now. It's going to be that Molotov and the smoke going down, but Netic, he'll pounce. And geez, that is just an absolute backup against the wall round there. I cannot believe they've turned that around. You know, it was a massive start from Hello Kitten. They did all the right things. Motion, you know, doing what chelleos did in the early stages, getting all the way into apps control with that AWP. But hey, massive stuff there from ASAP on the turn and Netic to close it.
Well, that's what Valhalla was trying to do, right? A little bit of a late mid push up through Connector. It's exactly what the way that you need to kind of do it with that timing and the shots to back it on up, and just the little micro play from the two members surviving for Rooster at the end there. They hear the Molotov go down and they see it. They hear the smoke pulled pin instantly and they just double swing. It's really quick, reactive Counter-Strike that is really, you know, shone true for Rooster as of late. You know, at least the tail end of last year when they were playing a lot of their efficient stuff for the new year right now. Baited out by the gun barrel, however, for Val. And that is eyes closed, 5 versus 3. Though Ruffleco, Mitch, if he keeps going, he'll find the bomb and potentially chelleos.
Very good. At least a bit of recovery, but now that member inside Connector, he's done some damage, but he's going to be very, very cautious. Coming from each and which way. Looks there. Oh, jeez. I almost thought he had it then. You know, readjusted the position, but it didn't quite work out. Pressure on Chief. Now! But what do you do when Netic does that? Absolutely nothing. And TJP does manage to get up. Motion spotted him, but now they know exactly where this remaining player is. Motion's have to go very, very big and narrowly misses that second. If he gets through the smoke, there might be something, but no. Netic's going to do it again. That is just incredible. This man, he's been held behind bars and he's unleashed himself here. Map point now. Obviously not series. We do still have Nuke around the corner, but Komodo, you know, I think everyone watching along at home will know that if Hello Kitten don't walk away with this Mirage victory, Nuke is going to be next to impossible to walk away with, especially against a team like Rooster, who, you know, brought, obviously, Nuke into their foray to kind of expand out their map pool and honed it down really, really well when the likes of, you know, Greyhound, Encore, Order, obviously, in a former life, were putting that one down. They managed to bring their way up in that regard. So it's going to be scary here for Hello Kitty if they cannot bring it through.
Such a different beast that Nuke is without, you know, a copious amount of experience as a team behind it. You know, you need some great, strong T sides as well to back up, you know, a slanted CT map. In mid, however, for now, as we've still got a little bit of life in Mirage, opening pick the way of Hello Kitten. Traded out in the end with Netic down to 4 HP as well. You have a little bit of a prod and poke from Motion in towards A main, so it does get a bit of an idea of info. The gun retrieved, the important thing though. If he's got this AK, he can put it to good use. There you go, immediately on towards ADK. ASAP falls, it's looking good for the CTs.
Absolutely. A little bit of love brought back into this round. You know, we still do have a couple of members low, and that's where chelleos can thrive. Netic, 4 HP. Maybe they swap over for the AWP. It looks like they're actually... Yep, there you go. Comms have come out. A little bit scrappy, but I think they have managed to get it done somewhat. Yes, they have. The Netic has that AWP in hand, but they've got to make sure they don't overlook Motion here. Sitting in the firebox. chelleos starting to look to clear, but Netic, he's going to be caught. Chief gets that shot. Now it's all on to chelleos here. Motion spots, and he will close. And that's the 7th here for Hello Kitten. Still a lot of work to do. You know, backs up against the wall. 8 rounds consecutive is certainly no easy feat, but you know, they'll give it their best crack.
A much required round, but those 2 chances that I mentioned a little bit earlier on, you know, were allowed. They're gone now. It has to be every single round for Hello Kitten to try and send us into OT. These pistols have worked wonders for them to get a bunch of these rounds, but again, you know, these guns need to be the reproducible rounds that you're gathering. AWP is out promotion. 1-1-3 split towards the A side for Rooster at the moment, and that's just an immediate fallback for Hello Kitten from the mid of the map. Couple of smokes in connector as well. We'll see what TJP can do to just hold down B, because a lot of the forces from Rooster are silently creeping up towards the A ramp.
They're ready to go. All the way through. TJP may lurk, but chelleos gets the opener. Now motion with a lot of pressure here. Can get only one shot off before him and, unfortunately, Falcon will be traded out. And there's TJP. He's going to be on the flank, on the lurk.
Another one.
The Strangler. Yeah, basically this. Like, look at this from Chief. He's not going to be ready for TJ at all. TJ's going to take him down right here, right now. And the last member is inside CT, so it's going to be Valhalla on for a 1v4. TJ's left him. Doesn't want any business with that at all. Bomb plant's going to go down in towards connector. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Looks like he is going to be planting that one for con. And, yeah, look. It's basically done and dusted right now here. Set that focus on Valhalla. And he's taken. So there we go, Komodo. It is going to be Rooster walking away with that first one, 16-7 here on Mirage. And I think, you know, I didn't really quite get the chance to throw out my prediction. I was going to say 2-0 to Rooster anyway. But, yeah, exactly as you mentioned, right? You know, that's sort of what we're looking at. I think the only chance in my mind, if we were going to see Hello Kitten bring this one through, is if it got to Inferno, right? But then again, Rooster, this is their map pool as it sort of stands anyway, right? They haven't had anything thrown out that they're not ready for. They're super